Turning to business news now with Nona Peltier and more on Fletcher Building. How did its share price go today? Did it take a beating?
It sure did. It took a beating on large turnover. Well, it could have been worse. I mean, it really opened quite low. Near its lows, it bottomed at $7.38, which is down like almost 9% on yesterday's close. So it recovered though, and it was only down just a bit more than 6% to $7.59. That's down 50 cents on yesterday. So overall, that's not too bad considering how much the market really didn't like to hear this downgrade. It was the second one this year, and earlier this year there was a bit of a warning that, that they had missed their target for the year, for the first half ended December 31st. But at that time, Mark Adamson told us that he thought that they could make up that difference because they had booked the loss, but it might not be realized. But things just went from bad to worse, and Mark Adamson is departing now. And we're going to have a new chief executive, I guess, in due course. And of course, the chief executive of the construction sector, so that's the division of the company that's having this trouble, he retired on June 30th. So there was no chief executives to front up today.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
What about the rest of the market?
Well, let's see. The market overall, you know what? If we have a few minutes, it's interesting. I actually did a look around the world, and we are at record-breaking highs. Other than the Fletcher situation today, the New Zealand Stock Exchange has been at really very, very high values and fully priced. So this has been kind of an issue for investors around the world. What do you buy when the market is fully priced? And so we looked at that, and this morning we had some comment from the senior executive, the senior economist at GMI, and they look after KiwiSaver funds. And he was saying, you know what, if you take a long-term view of the market, it's really never a particularly bad time to buy, because even if you're fully priced, the market dips and ups and downs, and so the swings and roundabouts means that eventually it all evens out for you. So
these record prices are happening around the world.
Yeah, Asia, Europe, Wall Street, and of course New Zealand until today. Very high values, and expected to continue as long as interest rates remain low and inflation remains low and corporate earnings remain high. So overall, the index fell 60 points today, but that was almost all Fletcher Building. So it was down 0.8% to 7,672, and our dollar is holding steady against the U.S. The U.S. dollar it's not so strong because there's expectations there that the economy there is not performing as well as the Federal Reserve would like. So we gained a bit of ground against the U.S. dollar. It's 73.4 U.S. cents. Against the Australian dollar is doing a bit better than it has been for a while. So we're at 92.5 Australian and 56.4 British pounds, which is where we've been for quite a while now.
Nona, thank you very much.